Hi, this is Philip with RTX Honeybees. It's February the 14th. It's about 5:30 in the evening. Temperatures, I think it got to like 70 or 72 today. Quite a bit of wind. Hopefully it's not affecting the audio too bad. But I want to talk to you guys about a new type of frame that I'm trying to experiment with. First of all, I'd like to talk a little bit about non-standard frames. They're nothing new. I mean, we've, what is it? Dr. Leo Sherskinen has the horizontal hives. He uses a lay-ins frame. I'm not sure what the dimensions are, but I think they're about 12 by 14 or something like that. The British National, I think it's British National Deep is 12 inch wide by 14, and then they add more frames, so they get a good sized cavity for that. The person that wrote the book that Dr. Leo edited, Lazutin, Beekeeping with a Smile, I believe is the name of it. He does the Lazutin frame, which is in essence two deep frames, but they're arranged in a horizontal configuration. Well, not too long after I got into beekeeping, I run the 1.5, a deep and a medium, and that's my brood chamber. But not too long after I started this, I decided, you know what, I don't really like having to go through all these frames looking for the queen. If I don't see her, I take this off and put it on the ground, and I wonder if I missed her, is she going to crawl away or get in the grass? And then I have to go through these frames and pick them all up. And, it's just something that always bugged me. And I've also been sort of enamored with the single deep brood management that's done by a lot of people, a lot of commercial beekeepers. But so I started thinking, how could I combine single deep brood management but still have the benefits of having a larger brood area like this? So I came up with what I thought was a pretty original idea until I started looking around. I've since found out that Jim at Vino Farms, he does a very similar frame on his bee barn. He uses a 1.5, he uses a deep and a medium combined into one frame, and he uses plastic foundation in it. I invite you to check that out. That's everything about the bee barn is really neat and is interesting. But I wasn't interested in all of that. I don't have that severe weather and things like that down here in Texas. So all I really wanted to accomplish was getting one frame, in this. So I came up with what I'm calling the Texas Deep. So, very simply, this box is the same as these two boxes combined. Maybe there's a 1/4 or 1/2 inch of difference there, but inside that, I've developed what I call the Texas Deep. What I do, it's very similar to any other Langstroth frame, except I do make this piece thicker. And I'm noticing, I don't know if you can see it, I use 30-pound fishing line, just like I do on my deep and medium frames. But I do notice that it looks like these are flexing in a little bit. Doesn't really bother me. They're good and sturdy. They're a 1/2 inch thick instead of 3/8 inch, because I felt like that would happen. The one thing I do a little differently than my other frames, whereas my other frames have one string coming through, I put a nail and attach the string and go to here, and I have 3 separate fishing lines. So this is one, this is another, and this is the third one. And the reason I did that is because whenever I find queen cells and I cut them out, if I accidentally cut one of these, I'm not going to end up cutting all of them. So if I cut one of them, I've in this essence cut 2 of them, and I can still use this frame quite easily. Because you could imagine if you tilted this without any reinforcing, that comb's going to fall out. So I don't know of anybody that makes these commercially, but I'm really looking forward to trying it. I have some of these in one of my colonies. It's a small swarm trap colony. And I'm also putting these in a lot of my swarm traps this year because I want to be able to run 2, 3, maybe 4 of these, and just to see how I like it. I'd also like you guys to check out a channel. It's called Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees. He only has about 7 or 8 subscribers, so you guys go subscribe to Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees. He's using these already, and he's got a lot of them drawn out. He's styling himself after Jim at Vino Farms, but he's also got some where he put some some of that pre-drawn comb that Fred Dunn promotes. I forget the name of it right now. It's a ready comb or something like that. But hopefully maybe Jim will make some frames like this because he's handy and he can build his own frames as well. But this way the bees can put the size cells they want wherever they want to put them. You know, the drone cells, they'll probably put a lot of drone cells in the lower areas of this, but that's fine with me. I'll run a queen excluder on top of this and just do standard medium frames from here on up. So, oh, one more thing I wanted to talk to you about was, so maybe you say, you know what, I want to try that out. That sounds like that'd be interesting to me. I don't like pulling the boxes apart to look for the queen and not knowing which box she's in. Well, if you can make these or get somebody to make them for you, or acquire them in some other way. I know Jim at Vino Farms is actually trying to get some manufactured of his frames. So maybe at some point soon they'll be commercially available to you. But and contact him if you're interested in that, because he's actually putting all that together. But if you do this, you don't have to have this box. I did this box just because I build all my own equipment and I could make this one box. Jimmy down at Jimmy's Neighborhood Bees, he just puts a deep and a medium stacked, and I think he puts a big X. He calls his the XL frames. He puts an XL on the front of it, and this frame will fit right down in there, just like that. You don't have to build any new equipment to try this out, other than these frames. So that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. And as we move through the season, I'll let you guys know how that's working out for me. I'm really excited for the season to be starting. And good luck to you and your bees. Thanks for watching.